In this video, I want to talk about a very important subject that all cat owners need to know about: lily poisoning in cats. So many cat owners do not know that the lily plant and lily flowers are fatally toxic to cats. In this video, we're going to discuss which parts are toxic to cats and how cats get poisoned. And then later we will talk about what to look out for and what to do if you think that your cat may be affected. Unfortunately, all parts of the lily are fatally toxic to cats, and ingestion of any part of the lily plant can result in acute kidney failure and death if not treated. This includes lilies that come in bouquets of flowers, and it includes all parts of the lily plant, including the leaves, the petals, and the pollen. The most common way that cats get poisoned is by brushing against the flowers and getting pollen on their coats. They then groom their coats and they ingest the pollen. The other common way that cats get poisoned is by chewing the leaves and the flowers. Cats are very curious creatures and they often chew houseplants as a way of investigating them. If you have a cat, I strongly recommend that you do not keep any lilies in your home. People often ask me why lilies are so toxic to cats when they are not poisonous for other animals, including dogs. The truth is that we're not sure what exactly is in the lily that makes it so toxic to cats. We do know that cats have very special metabolic pathways and they do not have certain enzymes that other species have. This means that they cannot metabolize various compounds in the same way as other species, which is why certain drugs are more toxic for cats compared to other species. It is likely that this is the reason that lilies are so much more toxic to cats compared to other species. Initially, it can be difficult to know what to look out for as an indication that your cat may have ingested lilies, because in the beginning the signs are non-specific. It can include vomiting from an upset tummy after eating the lily or lethargy from feeling unwell. But many unwell cats with non-life-threatening conditions have these symptoms too, so they are not good indicators. Obviously, seeing pollen on your cat's coat is a very important indicator. If you do see this, you should wash off the pollen immediately and call your vet. Sometimes your cat will vomit up some part of the lily plant. It is very important to treat these cats too, because even a small amount of lily can be fatally toxic. A few hours after ingesting any part of the lily plant, the symptoms will become more severe and more obvious. These can include an increase in drinking and urination, or sometimes your cat will stop urinating completely. Your cat will also be profoundly lethargic and dehydrated and will not want to eat. And all cats will die within 3 to 4 days after eating the lily plant if they do not receive treatment. By the time your cat shows obvious symptoms of lily poisoning, the damage to their kidneys may be irreversible. That is why it is so important to prevent this from happening and to take your cat to the vet in the early stages if you have a suspicion of lily poisoning, even if you are not sure. As vets, even if we're only suspicious of lily poisoning, we still treat the cat as if they have been exposed, because by the time the signs emerge to confirm our suspicions, it is often too late to save the cat's life. I cannot stress how important this is, because as cat owners we are often tempted to wait and see if the cat gets better. No one, me included, likes stressing their cat out by bringing them to the vet unnecessarily. Following a wait-and-see approach has its merits in some situations, but in this case it may cost your cat their life. So it is extremely important to take your cat to the vet immediately if there is any chance that your cat may have lily poisoning. We will do a blood test to check the kidney parameters. These are things like creatinine, urea, potassium and phosphorus. In the early stages of lily poisoning, these parameters may be normal, but we will still treat your cat if there is any suspicion of lily poisoning. We also do not risk waiting and seeing. If the kidney parameters are not normal, it is still important to treat the cat to try to save their life and support the kidneys to see if they can recover. The treatment for lily toxicity will involve your cat being at the vet clinic to receive intravenous fluid therapy, usually for several days. The aim of this fluid is to support the kidneys during the insult of lily poisoning. Your cat will also need supportive treatment to help them feel less unwell, including anti-nausea medication. Other medications may also be required depending on the severity of the poisoning, including medication to reduce your cat's potassium if it is high. If treated early, some cats will have no lasting kidney damage and will make a full recovery and lead a normal life. Some cats may have permanent kidney damage, which is known as chronic kidney disease. These cats will require support for the rest of their life. If you want more information about kidney disease, you can watch the videos that I have made about it on my website. For those cats where treatment is delayed, they may not recover and they may need to be euthanized because they are suffering. Lily poisoning in any cat is a tragedy because it is entirely preventable. There are just too many cat owners that do not know the life-threatening consequences that ingesting lilies can have on their cat. The signs of lily poisoning are completely non-specific in the beginning, which is why cats often end up seeing the vet when it is too late to save them from permanent kidney damage. That is why it is so important as cat owners that we do not have lilies in our homes and in our gardens, and to make sure that we do not gift other cat owners with lilies or bunches of flowers containing lilies. I encourage you to share this information and this video with all cat owners so that we can prevent all cats and all cat owners from suffering this terrible ordeal. I have more resources on my website, allcats.co.uk, and if you have topics that you would like to see a video on, please let me know and I will be happy to make one for you. See you in the next video.